Well, happy Monday once again, everyone. Bryan Devore, Devore Realty Group, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties, with your first Monday market moment of 2025. I hope you had a great holiday season. And let's jump right into what we're doing. And you can see the kind of the new look graphic there. Thank you, Media Melanie, for creating that for me. 2025 predictions. So we're going to look at that actually in just a moment. Let's first look at the most recent latest stats. Right now, we have 3,542 homes for sale throughout the county, down 62 from last week. Median list price of $935, and average days on market is 63. Pending sales 1601. That's down 167 from last week. The median list price 874.9, and the average days on market is 41. But the months of inventory is down 2.27. It was 2.38, but it did go down this past week, even with another holiday. Here's the total actives and total pendings. You can see we were seeing a drastic drop in inventory, and we just still had a drop in inventory, but less drastic, but a more drastic drop in pendings. How many homes came on the market last week? 563, 357 more than the week before. Now, the week before was low because of Christmas, but we had New Year's also last week. So it's kind of surprising. Huge jump in the number of homes that came on the market with a median list price of $930,000. New pendings, 148. We did have a slight increase of 8 versus last week. Median list price, $849, $950. Average days on market, 43. The new pendings listed within the last week, 10, and within the last 2 weeks, 23. So 7% of homes went pending within a week of being on the market. It was 3%, 4%, 5%, big jump of 7%, only 10 total properties, but still 7%. But a big drop in the number of homes that went pending in 2 weeks or less. It had been hovering between 25 and 30 or so, down to 15% of homes went pending within 2 weeks. How many homes closed escrow last week? 258, an increase of 52 from the week prior, even though both were shortened weeks. And the median list price, $896,500, and the median sales price, $892,500. Both are down from the week before. Average days on market, 36. Least expensive sale came in at Borrego Springs, $99,000. Most expensive sale in Santa Luz in San Diego, $5 million. Here's a chart showing new actives, new pendings, and new closed sales. Again, big jump in the number of new listings that came on the market, the most in almost a month, and the drop in the increase in sales and a slight increase in number of new pendings. And here's the pricing. You can see we've been bouncing around sort of the same. Seemed to be last 2 months about the same as where we were about 2 months ago. Okay, Steven Thomas came out with his 2025 predictions, and he's been pretty accurate over the last 20-something years that he's been doing this. So we're going to go over what his predictions are. And he gives 3 different scenarios. First, his base case, where we have resilient, solid economic numbers starting in the spring. That's overall economy. Interest rates he expects to bump between 6.5% to 7%, with a robust economy, kind of in line with what economists think. Active inventory, it's going to follow the same norms as far as kind of start out slow and then build up. Have a peak of about 5,500 homes, still below what it was before COVID, only 14% higher than last year. As interest rates improve, we'll see more homes coming on the market. He predicts there will be 25% fewer homes compared to 3 years before COVID, yet 5,100 more for sale signs than in 2024. Demand, he expects demand to pick up in the springtime, typical spring fever, spring season, due to rates being a little bit better compared to last year. He expects multiple offers to be the norm, bidding wars, but only if a home is priced appropriately. Buyers are not going to stretch themselves too much. Closed sales, the number of successful closed sales will increase by 8 to 10% compared to last year. And home values he expects to rise 3 to 6% with this scenario. Okay, scenario 2, economy cools during the spring. He thinks there's a 15% chance of this. Interest rates, he figures, will drop between 6 and 6.5%. If that's the case, Federal Reserve will cut more than what they expect to have to do. Active inventory, starting the year around 2,900 rather, slightly more than 2023. it will start growing and peak in September. It will peak about 5,000 homes. He figures about 5,100 more for sale signs than last year. Buyer demand will pick up substantially during the spring market with interest rates being so low. And he figures the housing market will heat up as rates remain below 6.5%. Multiple offers and bidding wars will prevail, and buyers will be willing to stretch the price because rates are lower. Closed sales, he figures, will increase by 12 to 16% compared to last year, and home values will rise between 5 and 8%. So that's if the economy cools, real estate will be hotter. Scenario 3, stronger economic numbers, stronger jobs market, and a rise in the inflation risk. Again, 15% chance, he figures. Mortgage rates will stay above 7% for most of the year. If that were to be the case, active inventory, he figures it will reach a peak of about 6,500 homes. There'll be 25% fewer homes compared to the 3 years before COVID and 5,100 more than last year. Buyer demand will be sluggish during the spring and summer markets with rates stuck above 7%. The spring market will feel short as the inventory quickly rises and the market slows down. With more seller competition, proper pricing will be critical to ensure success. Number of closed sales will increase between 0 and 2%, not much. And the same for home values will only go up between 0 and 2%. So the stronger the economy, sort of the worse it is for real estate, which tends to be the case. So those are his predictions. Which one do you think will come true? We'll have to take a look in about 10 to 12 months and see which one happened. Real quickly, the San Diego County Council on Aging, once again, we're having our Socks for Seniors drive. I've been putting this flyer in the last couple of weeks. You can go to Amazon and look up SDCCOA socks. You can drop them off at our different locations, but socks are definitely needed during the wintertime. Seniors really need the socks. It's the most requested clothing item in homeless shelters, and unfortunately, growing number of seniors are in homeless shelters. So we appreciate the support. The socks will go back to seniors throughout San Diego County. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. Don't forget to scan the QR code to track your home's value. If you have any questions, please give me a call or send me a text or an email, and do weigh in on what you think the prediction will be, which one's correct for 2025. That's it. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great year. I look forward to seeing you next Monday.